April was a sad time for two Boeing 747-8s. Under completely unrelated circumstances, two different and unconnected 747-8s were both sent to Pinal Air Park in Marana, Arizona, one day after another. Pinal is a site most often associated with being a long-term storage site or quote-unquote boneyard for aircraft. As we noted in a recent article on our website and video on our long-haul channel, Singapore-based aircraft lessor BOC Aviation had managed to reclaim its Boeing 747-8F from Russian air freight operator Airbridge Cargo in late March. The jet, registered Victor Quebec Bravo Foxtrot Echo, flew from Hong Kong to San Bernardino, California on March 25th and had been parked there for several weeks. However, some 3 weeks after touching down in San Bernardino, the nearly 8-year-old aircraft took off yet again, this time bound for Marana Pinal Airport. The flight took just 1 hour, with the 747 taking off at 09:38 local time on April 14th and touching down at Marana at 10:39 local time. The very next day, on April 15th, flight tracking data showed that the 747-8I, registered November 458 Bravo Juliet, made a long flight from Basel, Switzerland to Pinal Air Park. Per a recent tweet, the privately owned Boeing 747-8BBJ was headed to the desert for a part-out, that is to say, to be disassembled for its components, scrapping the plane altogether. The plane was originally ordered by the Saudi Arabian Royal Flight Group. Boeing delivered the jumbo in June 2012, with plans for the plane to be registered as Hotel Zulu Hotel Mike Sierra 1. However, even 10 years later, this never materialized. Apparently, this plane has only flown a minuscule 42 hours, a number most airlines meet in just a few days. It might be a different story for the 747-8F previously operated by Airbridge Cargo. After all, Boeing 747-8 freighters continue to operate cargo services around the world every day. Indeed, some are still being built and delivered to customers. UPS received a brand new 747-8 freighter in recent weeks, while Atlas Air will receive Boeing's last 4-8Fs ever to be built between now and October. As the Russian invasion of Ukraine drags on, it's possible that this aircraft could remain in Marana for weeks or even months. However, on the surface, it seems possible for the aircraft to be reallocated to another air operator. The jet is legally owned by BOC Aviation and thus could hypothetically be leased out to another operator. While no other airlines on BOC Aviation's long list of customers operate 747 freighters that come from the lessor, data shows that Qatar Airways leases 13 aircraft from BOC Aviation, a combination of A350s and 777s. Since Qatar also currently operates two Boeing 747-8Fs with its cargo division, it would appear to be a suitable customer for BOC Aviation to make a pitch to for the seized aircraft. Of course, there are probably many other factors we're overlooking that would stand in the way of this seemingly perfect match. One hurdle, as some have pointed out, is the aircraft's service record. Having been operated by a Russian company, service records for the seized aircraft may now be difficult to obtain, making it much more difficult to sell or reallocate. Sadly, if this is true, this seized freighter may also have to be parted out and disassembled for scrap. How do you feel about two fairly young, good-condition 747-8s potentially being scrapped? Share your opinion by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.